Okay, I'm going to show you how I fixed my MAYTAG gas range. This is the gas range with the control panel taken out of it right now. I tried to get a new control panel but discontinued. It's too old of a stove. And what I found was that the touch panel, I've taken it apart here. This is the ribbon that plugs into the control board. And I believe what was happening was right here on the back, all of these lines are open. How can I say it? There's no insulation on these lines right here, and where these lines wrapped around the control board, through this slot and around here. Oops. Through this slot and wraps around. I believe what was happening was right here, it was just touching the metal and it was shorting out. So what I'm going to do to fix it is I'm just going to put some electrical tape across here to insulate it so that can't short out anymore. And I'll do that and see what happens. Okay, so I've put some electrical tape on the back of here, and we'll slip it through the slot. Okay, I've got the panel back in place. That's where I've got the electrical tape right there. And we just simply plug that ribbon back in. So the way this touch panel works, every time you press one of these buttons, it makes contact with this steel plate behind. So all of this being very close to touching that plate, as soon as it touches it, it causes an F1 error. So if you've got one of these with an F1 error, this might be a fix for it. We'll plug it in and we'll see what happens now. Okay, we've got the stove plugged back in. We'll set the clock on it to start. Oops. 9:55. And we'll check some of the other controls now. Let's try bake. Bake. 350. There it goes. That click was for the hot surface igniter, and the oven should start working now. Let's cancel that, and let's try the broil. Preset to high. We'll set it on low. And again, the click comes on. You can see that the element is starting to warm up, or the gas is starting to come on. Let's cancel that. Let's try bake again. Actually cancel. Let's try convection bake. Oh, there we go. And the fan's indicated, so the convection oven is on. Let's set it for 350. Seems to be working just fine. Let's cancel that and let's try the timer. 10 minutes. And that seems to be working. So we'll get the stove pushed back in. The stove originally was giving us an F1 error code. So if you've got one of these old MAYTAGs and you can't get a board for it, well, before you even try to replace the board, see if you've got a short on this end. This ribbon connecting to the circuit board may be the problem. Well, I hope that helps some people out. Maybe you can save a buck or two. So there we go. Stove's back in place now. And everything's working. It's all good news. Didn't need a new control panel, just needed a little bit of a fix from an obvious design flaw where that ribbon went past the metal with nothing to insulate it. Completely a design flaw. Surprised it lasted as long as it did. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye now.